Remember the good old days when every party carried a 10-foot pole? You assumed every chest was a mimic, and the finale of every campaign was an apocalyptic battle against the demon prince at the gates of the abyss? Well, those days are back. On this podcast, we don't waste your time with cookie-cutter scenarios, ho-hum campaign settings, or NPCs asking you to kill the rats in their cellar. No! Each episode is 100% old-school high adventure, with monsters spawned in a nightmare, traps straight out of Grimtooth, and chaos portals that could hurl you into 1,000 insane worlds. This is Mighty Deeds!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mighty Deeds, a podcast of high adventure. My name is Glenn. I'm your judge for this session, and joining me around the table are...
Jason, playing Nigel, the dwarven cleric.
Sully, playing Albert, the elven elf.
Luke, playing Abramovich, the barbarian.
Carl, playing Arena.
Beyond the door is a wide corridor running north and south. Okay? Mm-hmm. The passageway is crowded with much stouter and more numerous pine trees.
Of course.
Like those previously encountered, the trees grow from the ancient stone flooring and walls of this 20-foot wide chamber. These evergreens, almost seemingly more robust and numerous, are pallid teal, as if they've spent their entire life cycle beneath a cloudless, sunless sky. The scent of pine tar is thick in the air, and globs of pine sap spot the corridor's floor. So you open the door and like the smell of pine sol just assaults you in the face. It's a hallway crowded with trees that goes left and right.
Hey, there's a hallway in here that goes left and right. Anywhere where you want to go?
Do we see anything? We look down the hallway?
Yeah, trees. Lots of trees.
Yeah, I mean, you can't see through the trees. They're so tightly packed.
Numerous.
So numerous. And numerous.
Mr. Curtis, I like your story that you've written. It's wonderful. Thank you very much.
I mean,
the story's written fine.
I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think it was great. It's great.
The story is fine.
He was obviously in a hurry. And he's just like, turn this one out. Do you guys order your dwarf to go left or right?
Yes. What do you order your slave dwarf to do?
Left.
Well, we're going left, I guess.
Let's do left.
So you start going left, going directly around
right?
the... Hold on. Oh, that's right. Okay.
I feel like I smell like a lot of air fresheners.
PCs moving directly down the hallway automatically come into contact with the sap.
Of course I do, because I am a sap.
Mm-hmm. Sap drains heat from living creatures upon contact, inflicting 1d4 points of damage.
Of course it does.
So you brush up against the tree, and the sap is so cold you take 2 points of damage and have to roll a DC 12 Fortitude saving throw.
Of course I do. Let me get out my poo dice. See how this poo... Oh, a 20 on the dice.
Oh, you're fine.
Suck it.
You've got deep reserves of fortitude.
Yes, apparently.
But you took 2 points of damage.
Of course. By the way, guys, don't touch the sap. It's a cold, and it'll drain the life from your very vessels.
All the trees are just gooey, sappy messes. There's sap on the floor.
And there's no way to go around them?
You would have to make a DC 10 reflex saving throw to pass through the passage without getting any sap on you.
And that's either direction?
Yes.
I make it.
I wish I was offered this.
Yeah.
Well, because, you know.
Yeah, no, because I was told to go
You're
first.
the crash test dummy, yeah.
That's a not a pass.
You did not pass?
That's correct.
I passed.
I did not pass.
Okay. You take 3 points of damage.
Yes.
I told you not to touch it, elf.
Yeah, elf.
And you have to make a DC 12 Fortitude saving throw.
Thought it was 10.
That's a fail.
It's a DC 10 reflex saving throw to avoid touching the trees. It's a DC 12 once you touch the sap.
I thought
You begin shivering uncontrollably, imparting a -2 penalty on all rolls until your core temperature is raised to normal levels.
Can I use a point of sovereign fire to
Raise his core temperature?
Oh, wait a minute.
Core temperature.
You feel in your heart that you could probably warm yourself up by using your sovereign fire. Do you spend a point?
Yes.
Okay, you warm your core temperature up. You're okay. But you still took 2 damage. You guys go north?
Yes.
You're still punished. You're still punished dice, so stay there.
There's a big set of double doors at the end of the hallway. Do you guys go through?
Yes.
Bum, bum, bbum, bum.
Roll for
Final encounter.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, we should have gone the other way.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative! Gimbo North the Gnome here. While the lads set up for combat, here's a quick reminder. Have you ever wished you could see the maps, handouts, artwork, and epic tabletop terrain from the lads' adventures? Well, now you can. Simply follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Mighty D's Pod. Enough talk. To battle!
Behold, the old god himself.
He has horns.
He has horns.
He's
and
an
hooves.
eight-legged centaur giant.
Get him.
He's got the body of an eight-legged horse, and then he's like a
Body-
centaur on top.
A body of an eight-legged horse. Because that's just...
He's got a great big spear. He's got a couple horns on the top of his head.
He's
And
just
now
like
I
the
must
mob.
read a wave of power, like static electricity of an imminent thunderstorm rolls over you as you open this door. Beyond is a large space filled with corpulent pine trees growing from the broken stone. The air here is cold and ominous, a portent of calamity. Among the dense greenery, you see fashioned stones, carved columns, and what appear to be the edge of a platform. You spy shimmering colors deep within the grove, flickering illumination as if the northern lights hide within.
If there ever was a wrong room moment, this would be that moment.
So at the other end of the room is Loptir himself, or Japtar himself.
Japtar!
He sees you guys. He's got this great big spear. And Carl, you can react before he makes his first action. What do you do?
I feel like we can talk him down.
Right?
Yeah.
Even funnier would be Luke's character. Oh, wrong room.
How successful would I be if I got close enough to fire an arrow at his horns?
Okay.
Wanted to go try and talk to him.
Right.
I got a high stat and personality. I'm willing to take that chance.
Antlers can be targeted by a mighty deed of arms or by precise attacks. -4 penalty to hit.
No matter, I need to get closer, don't I?
I mean, no, but it would definitely be better if you do. Okay, so you run up and fire his horns with your crossbow.
Yes.
Okay.
13?
13 is a
hit
miss.
The thing, though.
Uh,
I don't really care.
all right, it's
the
cocked.
thing.
It's cocked. Reroll
13
it.
is fine.
No, it's not.
I keep doing
Better
it.
than that.
Well, you,
A 1. Okay, so it was a 13 then. Okay. All right.
You still
my
missed.
turn.
Seems a lot like advantage.
This guy runs forward to attack you.
Okay.
This guy is going to shoot at Abramovich. The one that runs up to you misses you.
Okay.
The one that shoots at Abramovich misses him. Okay, you've got a crossbow. You've got a two-handed sword.
I got a cudgel.
Okay, he starts charging down, and
Trips on the last stair.
yeah, right.
Roll 3d6 and see if we can get less than your agility.
Too many feet. Too many footies.
Roll agility on those stairs there, 8-footer.
You need to roll a d6 for every foot he has.
He can only go upstairs. He can't go downstairs like a cow.
Yeah, right.
Is that true?
Yes, cows cannot go downstairs.
Hey, Jason, roll a d20 for me.
Yay, 17.
All right.
Oh,
17
that makes sense.
plus 8 is 25.
Ooh.
He falls to his death.
Nice!
He kills all of us. Rocks.
Okay, does anybody else have wooden items? I mean, you have a cudgel, right?
It's a metal cudgel.
It is not a metal cudgel.
You don't know what kind of cudgel it is. It didn't say it was wood.
Probably my shield,
Are
because
my-
I do have a shield. But I can't
That
use
one had
iron
that-
or steel.
I guess I would like wooden weapons. No.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
my crossbow bolts
Yeah.
wooden?
Well, your crossbow is.
Okay.
All right. So the crossbow, the shield, and the cudgel all sprout long, sharp thorns that inflict D6 plus caster level of damage to anyone carrying, wearing, or otherwise touching the affected object. The carried object is automatically dropped. The affected targets cannot be larger than a spear or shield. Magical wooden objects are unaffected. So, D6 plus caster level. I cast it at 4th level. So, Carl, you take
Is a spear or shield
8. Can't be larger than a shield.
larger than a shield?
Yeah. You take the maximum, 9.
Oh. He's dead.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
You go down from 9 hit points?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
They're really effing close.
I will destroy you, devil of calamity. I'm gonna run forward, and can
Nice
I get
words.
to this Yeti?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna attack the Yeti.
Okay.
Don't worry about the red cap. I'll deal with him.
How far away from me is this god?
30, 60.
10.
60?
70 feet.
Okay, thank you.
10.
10's a miss.
Yep.
Michael, you're up.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not up.
Does that mean he's dead?
Wait, where's Jason? Okay.
Right there. Keep shoving me off.
Jason, what do you do?
So next.
I try and lay on hands.
Okay.
Lift up his codpiece and
What?
start working.
I mean, that's disgusting.
All
I
the
know.
heels are so sexual.
Well, you know, that's the kind of dwarf I am.
Is that a 14?
No, that is a 19.
Oh yeah, fine. It's fine.
You have 3 dice. Enjoy. Hasta lasagna.
not
Don't
done.
get any on ya.
12.
Nice.
Nice. You finally rolled good when it counts. All right, you pop back up,
Is that max for you as well? Look at that. Amazing.
and I'm going to let you go.
Oh, it's very nice of
You
you.
didn't get to go while you were down, so I changed your initiative order. Now you get to go.
I'm going to spend 5 sovereign fire points,
Okay.
turn into a form of fire.
Nice.
I'm going to move 60 feet.
Nice.
And I'm going to cast Flaming Hands.
Nice.
And
Wait, doesn't that give you like a bonus to your fire spells if you're in fire form?
3. I can spend a fire point, spell burning, except the point is deducted from the sovereign pool instead of his scores. So yes, I can spend
More sovereign fire
more sovereign fire. Let's go for it, all 3.
to empower your spell. Okay.
So we're gonna do it. Spend 3, puts me at 0 for my spell.
I have a question about this.
Sure.
He's
Well,
in fire form.
He
correct?
is.
Does he have to go around things?
He can fly.
I can fly.
He can fly. Like what? Like you want to see if he can fly through the Yeti on his way?
Why not? I mean, it's probably flammable. He's got covered in fur.
Michael?
Would you fly near the Yeti enough to set his fur ablaze?
He can
Not stop-
fly. He can fly. He can fly.
Don't worry about the Yeti.
I think that would have. I mean, I like the plan. I want to say that as a player, I like the plan.
Okay, so you
But
do
I'm-
it. Yeah?
okay.
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 So make a flyby attack.
Okay. Okay.
Like the sovereign fire attack thing.
Okay, but this won't move around. This will be my turn.
That's what he said.
No, it's a flyby. It's a freebie.
It's a 15.
It's a hit.
It's 16 on the dice.
Okay.
Now roll your dice to see if he's ablaze.
What is that? Searing touch?
That's a.
Yes.
Yeah, like you get to use Searing Touch for free when you turn into fire. So I'm letting him do it as a flyby attack.
Okay.
That's 6 damage.
Okay, which is double because he's a Yeti.
So it's 12 damage.
I mean, he's still going to
Oh
be
no,
up.
no, I'm sorry. 7 damage.
So 14. Okay, so he started with 20 and you did 14.
Yes.
So he's down to 8.
Wait a second. He had 20, and he did 14. That's 6. I don't know how you get 8.
Okay.
I'm going to also do 3 points of spell burn,
Okay.
He's using the rest of his sovereign pot.
4 points of spell burn,
Yeah, you want to make it count, man. You're using up all your sovereign fire. Might as well spell burn too.
4 points of spell burn plus
love
the
it.
3 points of the sovereign fire. So that's a plus 7 on this roll.
Come on, Michael. Come on. No whammies. No whammies.
It's a 14.
That's good.
Spell produces a blast of fire that burns a single target within range for 1d6 points of damage.
Oh, it's a 14 total?
Yes.
Oh.
4 points.
And doubled is
8.
okay. He has many more than that.
I believe makes the best casting of fire hands that I've ever done. By the way,
Good.
just
That
ever
was good.
just
Yeah, usually it's just you fail and lose the spell.
Is it
Yeah.
my-
All right.
Is it
Carl,
my turn?
it is your turn.
I'm going to spend 5 points of sovereign fire.
Okay.
I'm going to go into form of fire.
Form of fire. Uh-huh. You're going to attack the Yeti on your way by.
I'm going to attack the Yeti on my way by.
Yeah.
No, other one.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll a d20, right?
Sure.
that's
Yeah. It has a 15 armor class. So you're fine.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d6.
It has 6 hit points left.
7.
It's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit for 4.
Uh-huh. Doubled is
that's
dead, so
8.
it's dead.
So it's dead. Okay.
My go.
No,
All right.
hold on.
No.
Hey, that was a
No, no,
fluke.
no,
Oh, that's right.
I'm
So-
kidding.
yeah, that was just your flyby. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Searing Touch again.
Guess what? This
Oh my god.
this red cap's like wrong room. Okay.
I had a 17.
That hits the old god.
I rolled a 4.
Four.
For
That's
fine.
damage. Okay,
5,
so 4, 5,
6.
6,
12.
7.
7, 14.
I think that's it.
Okay.
So 14.
So that's 22. Okay. Yeah, he roars in anger and pain. All right. He breathes out a freezing blast. Does it say while you're in fire form you
Yes.
take... Oh,
Double
you,
damage.
really?
Yeah,
Double damage.
Well, wait a minute. It only lasts for 1 round, though, right?
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
Corey,
We'll take it.
could you cancel fire form? Like, not they couldn't do it to save themselves, but like, could you cancel fire form?
I don't know. I think so. All right, Michael. Here's the deal. The whole fight comes down to this dramatic moment.
Okay.
So, I'm about to use a power that is effectively the reverse of Flaming Hands.
Okay.
You can counter it. You can counterspell me
Okay.
with Flaming Hands. If somebody has Flaming Hands,
spell.
they can counterspell
Yes.
my spell
Okay.
as I'm unleashing it.
All right.
So, you're going to roll a 20-sided die like you're casting the spell.
Right.
I
Can I
have...
spell burn?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. I have a +5 on my check.
It's like a wizard duel.
It is. It is a wizard's duel.
Wizard duel.
So, I've only got a +5 on my check. Hold on a second.
Only.
Well, I mean,
He's an old god. He should have a plus 25.
I know, right? He should. I mean,
Of course, granted, this also shouldn't be really a first level adventure, but hey, whatever.
ba. Give me a ba. My spell check fails.
Oh, so
I didn't even cast the spell. It's
don't even know.
completely
He's like,
wasted.
I.
Yeah, he like opens his mouth like this,
never mind.
and just like a little comes out of his mouth.
He's like, oh, sorry guys, rusty at this.
Yeah, sorry.
Haven't met a lot of adventurers in a long.
It's been a few centuries since I had to use my attack. All right, let's see. I got to do something. I got to trample you guys or something.
How you just
yeah.
messed
I
up
mean,
your
yes.
attack?
But I haven't moved.
Maybe he turned.
I let you guys do a flyby attack.
Yeah.
So he
I
just
mean,
we're
has to
floating.
Stomp you too. Yeah.
But we are floating.
You'd have to like physically hit us.
I mean, you can move. He can move back up. Oh, he can't move back up the stairs. He can move to the side.
Well, he can turn around and go up.
Yeah, he can try. Yeah.
He'd have to turn around though. No.
Luke, you're up.
No,
All right, Luke.
I'm not close enough to get up and attack in the same round. Right.
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 I mean, you are if you spend
Sovereign fire like everybody else
fire
did.
You
points.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he can kill all 3 of you in the next round.
And you also confirmed that I could cancel sovereign fire.
Oh, that's why you were asking.
So I'm gonna say. You said yes.
Well, show me the
It
paperwork.
doesn't say that you can,
doesn't
but
say
it
that
doesn't
you
say
can.
that you can't.
It just says it lasts for 2 rounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How would you cancel it
Yeah, I think you're trapped in fire
Just say
form.
no.
for the 2 rounds? I think you're trapped for the 2 rounds.
I think you're stuck 2 rounds.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with it.
Unfortunately, I believe that
Do enough damage.
since it specifically
It
says
won't matter.
2 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do all the
Well, to be
damage.
fair, it's gonna go Michael again, and then
That's
it's
right.
going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go
They
me.
both are in fire form and they get more attacks before it's up. So just
Right.
fly up there and do your ding.
Okay.
Do it.
I mean, if you don't
Alright.
want to, by all means, only do it if you want to. Do
I mean,
it.
I can't even use my right hand.
Or-
this searing touch ability.
Or, and there's always the
I mean-
or, you could just run over there and attack the red cap.
You could attack the red cap.
I mean, it's kind of lame at this point.
He's like, hey guys,
No! I see your red cap. I'm coming for you.
What do you do?
Right after I...
So you searing touch.
Okay.
electric potato. Or whatever you're selling over there, yelling over there.
Ichi potato.
Electric potato.
9.
That's a miss.
Okay.
All right. Jason.
Jason, or Nigel, as he likes to go by, he will try and heal himself because
Okay.
he's down half, and he says, I don't have a fire form that I can turn into like these pagan
Arena
wannabe-
says, "Why don't you heal yourself?"
Gotta do what
I
you say.
disdain gross.
Success.
Success! Yay!
All right. Carl.
No,
Michael.
not Carl.
Michael.
Oh, sorry, Michael.
That's okay. Yeah, I like that power so much. That feeling of energy just flowing through him.
Yeah.
Now it's feeling really great. I want to do that again. And he's going to spell burn again. He's spell burning 9 points.
Nice. What are you down to in each of your physicals?
Nines.
You're all to nines?
Yep.
Oh, you're fine.
The physicals are 9s.
You're
Ah, it's
fine.
fine.
I mean, that's
Fine.
Spell burning 9 points. Flaming hands again.
I swear to God, I will throw you into the trash if you do not pass this time. Do you understand?
Never seen again.
Should I go get a hammer and show it the hammer?
Yes, yes. Dig a hammer.
Never seen again.
Plus 9. Oh, 19 total.
Oh, nice.
19.
No.
20.
20 total.
Okay.
Spell produces a blast of fire that burns up to 3 targets within range for 1d6 plus caster level points of damage.
Can you burn the same target 3 times?
No.
5.
He is very badly hurt. He is about to go back to the dark plane which spawned him. Carl.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for Searing Touch.
Searing touch.
Can
Come on.
he do it?
13, 14.
Yes, he can.
Well, we'll find out in a second.
14 misses.
Oh, it seems like you should use that luck right about now.
I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Okay. There you go. That's a hit.
18.
That's a hit.
Seems
Come on,
like that
Carl.
would do it.
5.
6.
Wait, it's
Plus strength.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
Yeah, which is how many I had. Doubled 16.
16.
You have killed the old god himself. Good job, guys. All right. Carl?
That's what I said.
There's no time to find out how much experience points you get because
All the kids are going to die in the trees.
time on
Good
my
job.
no.
Because we get to level 2?
No.
Oh, no.
Definitely not that.
Okay.
No.
All right, we killed the old god. I stopped being a flame person when I landed and did that spell, and then Carl did his. And
When
then-
Chaptar is slain, a burst of silent concussive force erupts from his body. The blast produced 2 effects, one of which you don't know about. Secondly, the force causes great fractures to appear in the snow and surrounding ice. A slow rumble begins to grow as slabs of ice begin sloughing off the drifting iceberg, plummeting to the ground below. Fissures appear in the floor and walls of the hall, and it's evident that the party has but a short time to escape before the iceberg disintegrates.
Well, what are we supposed to do? It's not. I mean, it's not.
We gotta
like
run.
An amulet that's gonna cause featherfall on one person.
What do you guys do?
So, obviously,
Hey,
we're
Elf.
going to have to run.
Nice to see you.
Okay. You guys,
Mind if I borrow that amulet real quick?
That's a good question. Can I feather fall with people on me?
no.
Oh, of course not.
Well, that would make sense.
Because that would make sense.
Fleeing the area back to area. So you guys run back to area 1-1?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Fleeing back
Where is
to-
that?
The entry.
Okay.
Fleeing back to Area 1-1 requires each PC to make a DC 8 reflex saving throw.
Probably not. I'm gonna die.
DC 8?
DC 8.
Failure.
Oh my God,
Failure.
I failed.
Did anybody get a 1?
Failure.
I rolled a 2.
And then I got a 14.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 19.
So I failed.
Okay. All right. Luke, you take 3 points of damage. Carl, you take 2.
Only
Regardless of success or failure, the PCs reach the courtyard as the iceberg begins disintegrating under their feet. So now you've made it, you come out of the ziggurat, right? You're on
Okay.
top of the iceberg.
Yes.
And it's just falling apart all around you. What do you guys do?
The floating iceberg that got us here?
Yes, the floating iceberg that the ziggurat was in
Okay.
is starting to break apart, and you see chunks
Yeah,
of
we're
ice
still
like
in the sky.
Is there anywhere we could like jump off to, or like?
well, there's a 500-foot plunge to earth that's imminent, but you could run down the stairway to lessen how far you have to fall.
Oh, yeah, good 450 feet ought to be survivable.
No, it's like the thing is 400 feet.
All right,
The stairway.
Sure.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
how
sure.
close was this? Like right next to the ground?
It's dragging.
It's like jumping up.
The floating iceberg is now dragging.
It's like jumping up a
It's gone down this entire time. We were miles in the sky, but now it's right next to
run
you.
to the stairs and try and get
Okay.
to the stairs.
Who has the best luck?
I might.
I have a 12.
17.
15.
All right. The character with the best luck has to start making successful checks for every 100 feet you're going to go down the steps. First roll.
Good job.
What are we making rolls?
You roll a d20 and trying to get a 17 or less.
Okay. Success.
Success number 1. That's 100 feet.
Success.
200 feet. You guys are charging down the steps. Things are breaking around you.
Success.
All right. So you get down to the ledge where the original guard was, where there was a fire. You guys remember this? We first got on the iceberg. You're still quite a ways up. Pieces are falling. Chunks are breaking off. You guys can see the way down. What do you do?
Jump.
And we're 100
Whistle
feet.
for a bird. A large bird.
We're 100
Fly,
feet.
fool.
Yes, you're 100 feet up.
Come on, Danthar. Danthar, is this thing on? Tap, 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 tap. I need a large bird.
Is it like starting to crumble and fall, or is it disintegrating?
Okay. Abramovich notices that the pieces that are falling off are not just like falling full speed.
Yeah.
These big pieces are breaking off and sort of floating down.
Yeah.
And you think
Right.
it might be possible to break your fall by jumping to a falling piece
Lord.
and then jumping to another falling piece as it disintegrates.
I hate these in video games.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the deal.
It makes my guts twist.
Leave rock, and then I'm gonna look for a good piece to jump to. Do it.
Right. Okay, hold on. Hold
Gonna
on.
roll 3d6.
Divine aid. Clerics may request divine intervention from their deity. There's a spell check DC associated with different kinds of divine aid. Simple requests are granted rather easily. The judge may assign the DC on an ad hoc basis. Before you call for divine intervention,
Yes.
now that Abramovich is yelling, "There's a way down," are you going to wait and see if?
How many of us died before we...
Well, you could ask for divine intervention at the last moment as somebody starts to fall.
Oh, sure then.
You can hold that in reserve.
I'll hold it in reserve in case you guys fall to your death.
All right, this is awesome.
I'm gonna slip a DNR card in my pocket.
Just let me go.
There is a single chance for survival. The lingering Hyperborean magic contained within the iceberg causes several large chunks of ice to maintain a failing mystical buoyancy, drifting slowly to the earth after breaking loose from the iceberg. A successful DC 8 reflex saving throw allows a PC to jump atop one of these slow-falling icebergs and reach the ground unscathed. A failure check resolved in a missed leap and a swift final descent to the hard earth. Everybody roll a DC 8
Wait a second.
reflex saving throw.
Wait a second. Do we have rope?
Do we have rope?
I have rope, I believe.
Can we tie it to one person, have them leap across, and then have like a rope?
No. They're like moving and they're all swirling.
Yeah, because...
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's every man for himself.
Oh my god, I passed.
Okay. You missed?
Pass.
You passed, okay?
The only one who actually needs to fail is him.
Yeah, I know, but I
Right?
passed.
Okay, Jason.
Oh, yeah, look at that fail.
Oh, so you all jump onto
Can I
different
throw
birds and you're falling and you see the dwarf and he grabs one and he just slips. It's too icy, it's turning, and he slips right off.
Can I save him?
By
I was going to try to grab him.
No.
I'm going to try to throw the amulet to him.
Okay.
I grab the amulet and I jump off after him.
No, you guys are on separate icebergs.
Oh, we're on
I throw the
separate-
amulet to him.
Yeah. It's every man for himself. You throw the amulet, slow motion. The amulet's flying through the air. I'm going to say you're going to make an attack roll against armor, a dexterity or agility based attack roll.
Okay.
Against armor class 10
Okay.
to get
Yes.
to him where he's falling.
Gotcha.
Natural one.
I can't use my strength. I'm going to roll an 11.
Okay. All right, Jason.
Oh, all
see
right,
it,
what?
You see it coming at you.
Oh, joy.
I guess.
Well,
What are we rolling?
feet.
How about another DC 8
Oh, sure. Why not?
reflex saving throw?
No.
Seriously, you failed again?
Yeah.
Spend some luck.
Dead.
Can you spend any luck to get it up?
I don't like you enough.
Okay.
Me neither.
Spend some luck.
Just die.
Fine.
Just let it happen.
Fine. I'll spin some stupid luck. There you go.
You catch the amulet and you hear
It's Ogaltes. Say Ogaltes.
That seemed like a chaos command to me.
I command you to say
Nice. And at the last second before you hit the ground, these two black wings of
This is
smoke
gonna go well with Danthar.
appear out of your back and lower you to the ground with a last great crack that echoes through the land like a thunderclap. The soaring iceberg collapses, becoming a cloud of glittering icy vapor. Where the iceberg once floated is now a nimbus of colorful light that flickers and dances in the sky, transforming the landscape below into a fairyland of green, blue, and yellow. The glittering ice spreads across the sky, becoming a bank of ashen white clouds. Moment later, as the first snowflakes begin to fall, collecting in your hair and clothes. Then, silently and without fanfare, the dancing lights in the sky streak off to the north, destined for some far-removed place and perhaps time. Somewhere else, children are stirring, their sickness vanquished as their souls return home. The threat of Jaktar is ended. His power of ice is overcome by you, the champions of fire and light.
Oh, wait, let me roll my luck now. Luck or less. Here we go.
No, you.
No, I was gonna see if an iceberg landed on me.
That would be so funny.
I made it!
I think I speak for the rest of us when I say I need a drink.
Okay, so everybody gets 4 points of experience and 2 points of permanent luck to a maximum of
Nice.
18.
All right. So yes, we have to sleep 14 days.
I mean, you have to sleep 14 days.
Right?
I don't have to sleep 14 days.
All right,
I just gotta make it through the rest of this 24 hours.
you guys go back to Edge Hill.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we do.
Do we know where Edge Hill is? I mean, I'm just...
From where we are now? Yeah.
You go back, you get your horses, get on your horses.
Pony.
They've been crushed.
Yes.
by-
War Pony. What's the name of your horse?
Sionis.
Sionis, War Pony, and Nameless Horse 1 and 2 that you borrowed from the villagers, and you guys return to Edge Hill. And sure enough, the kids in Edge Hill that, had gone into a coma
Yes.
because of the red cap attack are awake now, and everybody's praising you as heroes and blah, blah, blah. And the red woman comes back and she gives you the thumbs up and tells you the night is still dark and still full of terrors. But, you did something good.
That kid that was talking crap to me, I put him back into a coma.
He was from a different little town.
What about Romeo? What about Romeo?
You search him
too.
out.
I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna look up his IP and then find out where he was. And we're gonna have a talking to.
There can't have been that many dwarf kids that were under this curse.
That's right. I
Yeah.
have to find
But
him.
Romeo isn't from this village either?
No.
Oh, dang.
So then,
Yes.
after a few days, you guys heal all your spell burn and all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Then you guys
14
head.
days.
You guys head on to
Maflogaflax.
Mlurgnar.
Yeah, that's the one.
Do we get to keep the horses?
No.
Okay.
What?
Those are valuable, man.
Yeah.
Wait, that was your horse.
It is.
Well,
his
yeah,
horse.
they get to keep their horses.
my
loaned horses.
pony is still with
He
me.
means the loaned horses. So then you guys head towards Mlurgnar.
Malurgnar.
Hard.
Do you guys want to buy anything? Are you guys good?
No,
Do
we
you
have to
have-
wait until Murglar.
You actually didn't get any monetary treasure out of this adventure, did you?
No, not a single gold piece.
Well, I still have money. I still have some money.
I mean, I got this amulet of featherfall.
I don't have
It's
any.
not really useful unless you're falling from a ziggurat that's flying in the sky. But
All right, now, Michael, before I do this next thing,
Yes.
I want you to know
this isn't personal.
it's not personal. I want you to know I put some serious thought into this.
Okay.
I don't do this flippantly.
right? You die. And
So you've been reading Van Richten's journal.
I have been reading Van Richten's journal.
And I had this idea to create a page of Van Richten's journal with all these little notes scribbled on the edges and all this stuff. It's going to be this awesome handout. I didn't have time for that. I'm
Okay.
trying to buy a condo.
Right?
So I just put the important little notes that he scrawled on the edge of the page on a sheet.
Okay.
But I made copies for everybody.
Yes.
Even though you would be
The one
mentioning
reading it?
these things
Yes,
to
yes,
everybody.
yes.
Just so we're not like, oh, hand it to me and let me look at it. Hand it to me and
Gotcha,
let
gotcha.
me
Right.
look at it.
So we got notes.
So these are all notes that were scrawled in the margins of Van Richten's journal. And you're noticing this stuff as you're traveling on the road to Mlurgnar. So take a look at that. Maybe somebody could read some of them into the microphone so the listeners know what's happening.
So what I'm holding in my hand, dear listeners, is a document entitled Notes from the Margins of Van Richten's Journal. There is a scribble that says dark powers equal dread lords. There's a scribble that says Lady Countess's birthday, hard frost 11, be back from Barovia by then. Which, of course, means he missed it.
What is today?
I don't think he's gonna make that one.
That's like the middle of next month.
It's going to miss it. Dread domains equals pocket dimensions, Shadowfell. What is the far realm?
You need more emphasis on the question marks.
Oh, do you think I do?
Yeah.
There's another scribble. Ask Ordimisus, that's a name, Ordimisus, if he has contacts that can find unexpurgated manuscripts of Cults de Ghouls by Comte de Erlet, De Vermis Mysteries by Ludwig Pren, Von Unaussprechlichen Kulten by Von Junz, must find original Kvarchisch.
Now, you would know that's the language of the 8 cities. It's basically our version of German.
Sure.
So technically, if you want, on your character sheets, you guys all speak
This language?
Lankmarese and Kvarstisch.
Okay. Old Ones versus Outer Gods is another scribble. And Outer Gods is in quotes. Old Ones versus Outer Gods. Another scribble. Haverthold Asylum with bullet points. Destroyed by fire circa 70 years ago. Patients rioted. Reputation of being haunted persists to present day. Secret experiments. Mythos cult.
Mythos cult.
Witnesses near House of Malak report suspicious activity. Day and night, strange cries can be heard issuing from behind the high estate walls.
High estate wall.
Every day, I did not question that. That wasn't a question.
Good question marks.
Every day, herders deliver several carcasses of butchered sheep and pigs to feed what?
I can't. I just can't do this.
In him, this is seems to be in like a special writing. In him, inexplicably mixed appeared, much to be loved and hated, sought and feared. Gestalt Golem, following in footsteps of VF.
VF.
Lord Stephen Malak, reclusive.
Reclusive?
Perhaps Lady Countessa can arrange an introduction.
Arrange
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop.
Perhaps Lady Countessa can arrange an introduction. Cursed Valley east of Edgehill. Ooh, that sounds promising. Cursed Valley east of Edgehill. Friends, I found a mark here on the Cursed Valley east of Edgehill. Became impassable circa 200 years ago. Strahd von Zarevich, son of Barov von Zarevich? Grandson? What? Vistani can come and go.
Now you do it! Now you do it!
Sorry.
I'm done with you! You're cast out of the will! Be gone!
All right.
That last bit was pretty interesting. Like it involved us somehow, I think.
Yeah, it's almost like these are side quests.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's the main?
Well, obviously, the last one is his notes before he went to Barovia.
Yes.
Sounds like we've already done some of these.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Our next scene opens with you guys approaching the town of Mlurgnar. Everybody open your phones up, and you should have received a map
smart.
of the city itself.
Now, what's this now? You said Blurgnar?
Mlurgnar. Just because Jason loves to add more paperwork to his character stack, here's just a brief explanation of what the different districts of Mlurgnar are. You don't have to read the whole thing.
Mlurgnar. Read them into the microphone.
No, you don't have to read them all in the microphone.
Well, here we go.
It's just it's just the different quarters of the city. So, what are your priorities? Having read Van Richten's notes, what are you guys trying to do when you reach Mlurgnar?
I think we should go.
No.
Should we inquire about the pocket dimension?
He likes this Lady Contessa.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know that I'm saying the name correctly. Shantessa?
I think it's Chantessa, yeah.
Chantessa. So I think we should seek her to bring her the dread news that Van Richten has
We
passed.
should go. We should go to her house. We should throw pebbles at her door, and when she opens it, we should go, Van Richten's dead! And then run away.
Great bedside manner.
I feel like that's a bad way to go. Maybe one of us should get a lute and another one with some roses or something, and we can go up there and go ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
This is from your buddy Van Richten. Also, he is dead. And then we just fade away.
We hand her some flowers and leave. She's like, what?
We have a message from your friend Van Richten. That's what I said. Van Richten's what I said. Also, he is dead. Ta-da!
You got to do it like a barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
Four-part harmony.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Van Richten's dead. Boom,
Van
boom, boom, boom.
Richten is dead.
But we have to stay there with like a hat out, so maybe she'll put some money in it.
And it's one of those.
Or like wink at her and keep going.
Sully. What are the hats they wear in the barbershop quartet?
Yeah, those little, I don't know
Like,
what they're called.
they're like
but
made
yeah.
out of straw.
Yeah,
or
the little
something,
straw hats
right?
with the
yeah,
little.
Yeah. Y'all are wearing matching vests. Okay, so this is the plan.
No.
This is your
No.
Yes.
No.
Wouldn't that just be the best?
That would be. This is the quality
It's
content.
just like a complete mess. She collapses in front of us, and we're like, I understand your friend is dead, but we practiced a lot.
We worked on this we worked on this
a
song
lot of work.
since Edge Hill. We've been practicing this thing
For 14
9
days.
And then we should do, so it should be like, at first, we're like, maybe she didn't hear us. Van Richten is
Boom, 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 boom.
Hold that back out.
Yeah, we're like,
This is the time you put the tip in the hat. This is that time we've come to. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and tip it.
This
tip
is
it,
not
tip,
what
tip.
happens. Just
Okay, but it would be hilarious.
it would be very funny.
this is a nightmare scenario.
So yeah, I
So
think
you guys try to find out who Lady Chantessa is.
yes.
You immediately find out that she is the proprietress of the Slumbering Drake, a popular. If you look at I think I even put it on your Mlurgnar thing.
Inn of the Slumbering Drake. It's in the Artisans' Quarter?
Yes. So in the Artisans' Quarter, the Inn of the Slumbering Drake is owned by somebody named Lady Chantessa.
Well,
we should-
I think we should go find her.
And tell her the bad news.
Okay.
And I think the person with the best personality should do it.
Oh, do it.
Sounds like a plan.
He's dead. Oh.
Well, you know, Van
Cut
Richten.
to the interior of the Slumbering Drake. This huge room is the heart and soul of the inn. It's dominated by a polished mahogany bar with matching bar stools. A large stone fireplace adorns the east wall, complete with an oak mantel. 3 more unusual features. Along the west wall is a circular target riddled with holes. This dartboard sees constant use each night as patrons engage in contests. Second, next to the large fireplace on the east wall is a pile of fluffy pillows. This is a favorite sleeping spot for
Whores.
Exnay, the pseudo-dragon.
Oh.
When she is not frolicking around the room playing with patrons. Finally, to the right of the main entrance is a large padded wooden chair sized for an ogre. This is the throne for Cookie, the half-ogre bouncer who sits here whenever the tap room is open for business. Okay, so this is a reasonably upscale inn that has a tap room.
Has a pseudo dragon and a half ogre.
Has a half-ogre as the bouncer. He's sitting by the door when you guys walk in. You guys notice the pseudo-dragon coiled up like a cat next to the fireplace, and there's servers coming and going. You guys just say...
Excuse me. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
One of the servers comes over to you.
Hi. We have an urgent message for Lady Chantessa. Could we possibly have audience with her?
Yes, of course. Have a seat, and I'll see if she can come see you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so she shows you to a table.
I order a wine.
Do you now?
40 gold pieces.
Oh my God, if it's 40, never mind.
Arena is whispering, Van Richten is dead.
We're not doing that. No.
Oh, no. No?
No.
No. Okay. Sorry, I was getting in the headspace.
Here's the choice of drinks, if you promise not to look at the rest of the page.
Common ale is 5 copper. A fancy ale is 7. Pumpkin spice
You don't
ale
have to read the whole thing. What do you get?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to offer everyone the understanding of what's to offer. Common ale, fancy ale, pumpkin spice, imported dwarven stout, assorted meat and jerky cheese platter.
This
assorted
is
smoked
this
fish
is the
platter.
voice of your server. Keep going, but doing the voice of your server. She like talks like this.
You can have a common ale, fancy ale,
don't
pumpkin
start from
spice
the
ale,
beginning.
Do you guys
cheese and
have
fruit
water?
platter,
Can I
bread
get a
and cheese
water with
platter,
lemon?
assorted. Honey, I'm still reading the list. Would you please give me a second? Listen, I'm new to this. I need this
I'm
job.
sorry.
Please.
There's
Thank you
a
very much, dear.
new girl in town.
Assorted meat jerky and cheese platter, assorted smoked fish platter, seasonal steamed and roasted vegetables. You can get a roast venison meal with herb potatoes, beef stew with crusty bread, poached trout with vegetables, assorted sweet cakes, pastries, or pie.
How much for a flank of pseudo dragon?
I don't see that in my list, sir. I don't know that.
Can you go and check with the chef and see what?
I will do that. What can I get for you, sweetie?
Can I just get a water with no lemon?
I will ask the chef about that, sweetie. What would you like?
Having the bread and cheese platter.
One bread and cheese platter. You want a drink with that, sweetie?
Sure.
What kind of
I will
drink?
be having a lemonade.
What kind of drink do you want, sweetie? We don't have lemonade. I know that's for sure.
Skin
Drink the
contact-
pumpkin spice. The pumpkin spice beer is the manliest drink they have.
Skin contact and eye contact. That'll get you the best tip.
Right.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank
You're
you very
welcome.
much. You want the imported ale, Dwarven Stout? We'll get you one of them.
Yeah.
And how about that delicious meat jerky and cheese platter? I think you'd love that, sweetie.
You don't have enough of a beard for me to hit on.
You got it, sweet. The cheese and meat jerky and that
That
pumpkin
is
spice.
not what
And
I
what
said.
about you sweetheart elf? I think I will have the pumpkin spice ale to start, and maybe some of that bread and cheese platter, or no, the cheese and fruit platter. Cheese and fruit platter, yeah.
What if y'all should I just bring some appetizers for the table?
Yeah, just bring. That's a good idea. Thank you, voice in my head. We'll just bring something for the table.
I had no idea when I handed Michael the list of things to eat that it would turn into this extravaganza. But
I'm gonna drop off a gold coin. I think that'll pay
it
for
did.
everything.
I'm glad it did. Yeah, absolutely. So as you guys are digging into your appetizers, Lady Chantessa comes over. Lady Chantessa stands about 6 feet tall with long, flowing silver white hair. She appears to be in her early 40s.
So
High
young.
cheekbones and slender facial features. She always wears fine silk gowns and flowery perfumes.
She a dirty elf.
She looks like a dirty half elf to you.
Oh, dirty
Half elf.
mixed breed.
Wait, half elves?
Yes.
Can't play those?
No,
You can't play them, but
the
they're-
DM can.
But they're in the world.
Oh, okay, well, wait.
Greetings. I am Lady Chantessa. I don't believe we've met.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Albert, and my name is Albert O, and I come from the city of, or the town of Barovia. We all come from Barovia, actually. And we were reading a friend's journal. I've totally forgot his name.
Rudolph Van Richten?
Rudolph Van Richten. You know that name, Rudolph Van Richten?
Of course, I know Dr. Van Richten.
Yeah. Well, he came to Barovia not too long ago, and he joined us on a little excursion to this castle, and he bought it.
He bought the castle?
No, he
Yes.
passed away. He has passed.
He died.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened?
Yeah, what did happen to him?
Oh, God.
That was so long ago.
People were falling left and right. We don't even remember.
I believe that what happened was someone had a bad roll. And
Well, yeah, but when did he die?
Or no, someone had a good roll. I think he was with us at the beginning when we first got to the castle.
No, he died to the wolves on the way.
Nope.
No, he didn't.
No, because
That was my character that died.
He died at the wolves.
Sorry, listeners.
Just because I've listened to every episode so many times, remember the accountant? He was killed in that room.
Yes.
He was killed in the room where the accountant was.
He was killed by some undead beings in a room where we were fighting these undead things, and he perished there.
And then you guys turned around and re-killed him so he wouldn't raise.
Well, we're gonna leave that out. We're gonna leave that little bit out.
Okay.
Unfortunately, our GM would not let us roll the body.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, those are the harsh rules of Dungeon Crawl Classic.
Nice.
Well, I'm deeply grieved to hear of the death of my friend. He was He was a great man.
He wrote of you in his
wait,
journal and mentioned he wanted to come back for your birthday. Happy birthday. And then, and then
We brought you a gift. It's his head.
Okay, all right, okay.
we are sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Well, I thank you for bringing me this news, and do I at least have the consolation of knowing that the vampire that he went to destroy has been, well, destroyed?
Murdered. Super
Indeed, he is very much dead and super dead, as my lady friend mentioned.
Well,
dead. Do you know what constitutes a steak?
oh my God.
That is a very good question because we were wondering if it had
We
to be
had a
wooden.
lot of conversation.
or if
We'll
it
see
could-
if
it could
these
be
guys
metal.
can get a decent
or
lead
if
on
it-
an adventure next time. You're in a tavern. There's 21 plot hooks in
We can
here.
continue, but you have to keep that in.
Okay, I just want to have an idea of what quest you're going on next week.
Oh,
Yes.
it won't matter because we'll choose whatever opposite of whatever we picked the day before.
No, you got to pick now, and then in 2 weeks you go on it.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, speaking to you as a player,
Yes.
So-
do we just bring up the fact that he wanted to be introduced to Stephen Malice in this?
You could, for example.
Okay.
Yeah.
Witnesses near the house of Malice report suspicious activity.
So can we-
So I'll work that into the conversation. I'll be like, so while we were reading the journal, he mentioned something about the house of Malik reporting suspicious activity and was hoping that maybe you could do an introduction to this Lord
well,
Stephen
Lord-
Malik.
Lord Malik is one of the nobles of the city. He is reclusive, and many strange rumors have begun to be passed in the city about exactly why all these carcasses are brought to his estate. Strange sounds are heard. Is he a necromancer? Something like that. I know that Rudolph was curious about finding out exactly what was going on. I think Rudolph was convinced that there was some sort of evil power at work here in Mlurgnar.
But
And
that's ridiculous.
And so he was wanting to find out, if that's what he did. He researched the strange and unexplained and tried to put a stop to lurking evils. I could definitely try to arrange for an invitation so that you could go to Castle Malik or Malik Manor or whatever it's called on there.
Do you know anything about these suspicious activity?
No, he was interviewing people who lived in the area and servants, these kinds of things, trying to find out more.
Does this sound familiar? In him, inexplicably mixed appeared, much to be loved and hated, sought and feared.
No, sounds like bad poetry.
It is, but I had a
Yes.
question if you've ever heard it.
No, I've never heard that before.
Okay.
Do you happen to know any, say, people that need some rats cleaned out of a basement? That, say 7 basements full.
Also, I understand that
Well,
it's weird that we have your
7
friend's diary
instances
and we
of
are
one
not going to give it to
Right.
you.
No, I mean,
she didn't
I want
ask.
I want his journal to be in the hands of those who will carry on his work.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do that.
We're going to do that.
This is
that's for
definitely
sure. I mean,
Alberto's
absolutely.
journal now.
So-
Alberto, yeah.
It's interesting that you should bring up if there are any giant rats in the cellar, because of course there are not. But
Well, that seems rude.
as a dwarf and your mighty thewed barbaric friend here, seems like you guys might be interested in. I sometimes fund expeditions into the nearby Stonehell dungeon.
Oh, why is
retrieve-
it called Stone Hell?
Well, supposedly it was a prison, and it kind of became the prisoners were used to dig out the dungeon, and they were sort of digging their own hell in stone. As you can see, Michael Curtis's excellent mega dungeon. I sometimes hire adventurers such as the two of you to go in there and recover books and so forth.
Would you say numerous adventurers?
I've hired numerous adventurers numerous times to go in there.
Is
Numerous
there,
gold pieces
let's
shall be
say,
paid.
7 points worth of experience in that dungeon?
And what do you mean by...
Oddly specific.
What?
I'm handing out different hooks to different people. It would be all of you, obviously. We're not splitting the party. As the evening goes on,
Well, let's do that. I mean, let's go with that while we're waiting for this Stephen Malick thing to go down.
Yes, we can do that while we're waiting for her to get us.
As the evening goes on,
Yes.
you guys are maybe talking. You find some dwarves there from the dwarf quarter, and you're talking about dwarf stuff, and the barbarian is talking about barbarian stuff. And then,
Oh, God.
Irina is kind of off by herself a little bit, right?
Oh, of course
And she's talking to some people or whatever. These two individuals approach you, right? Which I've just sent you pictures of.
Oh, it's those two who have approached me?
Yeah,
Branagh.
yeah. Like they're in the tap room,
Kenneth
and these
Branagh.
two figures come up to you.
Okay.
Right? And
I'm not familiar with the movie, just a heads up.
you don't need to be.
Okay.
It's Kenneth Branagh.
It's Kenneth Branagh and Emma Thompson. And they come up to you, and the gentleman is like, unless I am mistaken, you are a, what are they called? A witcher, a hunter, a sentinel. You are a sentinel, one of the warrior monks of Justitia.
Yes.
Oh, our prayers have been answered. Oh, yes, she'll be perfect. Listen, we need sentinelizing. We need your help. You, of all people, will certainly come to the aid of poor players.
In a very Witcher fashion, I go, what? Do you need me to kill a monster or not?
Well, no, not exactly to kill a monster. Something much more weighty is at stake. Come, sit with us. You sit down with them. You don't have to take the plot hook. You're just getting the plot hook.
I
Okay?
go and sit with them.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
do it very like, Arena's exhausted. She's
Right,
tired. She's
right.
like, you guys, I'm just trying to enjoy. I just killed a god. I killed a freaking vampire lord.
Right.
I just want to enjoy a cup of something to drink. Cup of water with no lemon. Tell me what you want.
No. It can't be that simple. So here's the deal with them. They have written this play. His name is Jallo of Ratskitter Court, and her name is Miss Sibylla, and they are the leading man and the leading lady of a up and coming group of players.
But he also wrote it, and he is also directing it. Just to be that much more insufferable.
Right. Well, of course. I mean,
I know what he's doing.
the lead actor, of course. But the deal is they have written this play that is a farce of a local lord. And it has brought out some of his bad behavior and his mistreatment of the poor. And then Miss Sibylla is like, yes, do your impression of him, honey. And he's like, okay. It's going to be great. It's going to be be huge. It's going to be huge. I'm going to send my knights out.
Bigly.
I'm going to What is that?
Bigly.
I hear you
Bigly.
saying it, but I don't know what that is.
Bigly.
That's what it is. One of his words is bigly.
Yeah, it's going to be bigly. It's going to be we're going to build a wall around Merlurgnar, and we're going to get the ogres to pay for it. And she like does a little applause of his awesome impression.
She's like, oh, it's the best
Right,
performance
she's
I've
like,
ever seen in
she's
my
like
life.
pointing at him.
Oh, I love
she's
it.
pointing at him like, see what I mean?
See how good he is? See his talent?
Gold.
Do you not see?
Okay, the Lord that they are mocking. I don't want to get my phone out. Next time on Mighty Deeds, we will have better recording equipment, friends. Just stick with us for 2 more episodes, and we're going to upgrade all our recording equipment.
Wonderful.
Anyway,
2 more episodes.
this is the hook to an adventure called Acting Up in Lankmar, which we will call Acting Up in Blurgnar.
I love it.
Where you go and they've written this play that mocks this local lord, and now he's threatened to shut them down, and you go and you help protect the theater, and you're behind the scenes, and there's all this great antics. It's a really fun adventure.
So they're, they're telling her about, oh, if you don't help us, the Lord is going to shut our play down. Have time for a game of Gwent?
The
I
joke.
don't have time.
You
It'll
guys
be a
have
fun change from our normal.
Well, that's what I want to say. So the feel of the 3 different hooks that you have in front of you are very different. If you follow the Van Richten's journal thread, you're going to go back into sort of a horror Ravenloft kind of feel, which I love. I'm not talking. It's an awesome. I have an awesome idea for that. There's just a straight ahead mega dungeon that you guys could just go explore a little bit and do some fights and learn some stuff. You can leave anytime you want. You can do a couple levels of the mega dungeon and decide, let's go back to the city. Or you guys could run through acting up in Lankmar, and it's a little more. Mlurgnar. Yeah, acting up in Mlurgnar. It's a little more lighthearted, and then we'd see where we would go from there. So we are going to talk about it off the air, and they will be launching into their next adventure next time we get together on Mighty Deeds. Mighty Deeds is a production of the Murfreesboro Murder Hobo Old School Gaming Association. We're playing dungeon crawl classics from Goodman Games, set in Fritz Leiber's world of Nawa. Original music is provided by yours truly and by Joey Hodge. You can check out more of his music at joeyhodge.com. Thanks for listening, and join us next time for more Mighty Deeds.